Margaret Jo McCullen.
And I'm Terry Rialto.
And you're listening to The Delicious Dish on National Public Radio. Now, Terry, it's Christmas season again, our favorite time of year.
That's right, Margaret Jo. Holiday time is when the most wonderful culinary wishes can come true. Now, what's on your list this holiday season, Margaret Jo?
Well, Terry, I really got greedy this year. I'm asking Kris Kringle for a wooden bowl, some oversized index cards, and a funnel.
Ooh, a funnel. That'll be great for funneling.
I know. I feel like a glutton. What's on your list, Terry?
Well, I'm only asking Santa for one thing, a big box of glue traps to help me deal with my excessive rat problem. Now tell me, are you, Margaret Jo, going to leave any treats out for Santa this year?
Oh, absolutely. I always do. I like to leave Santa some tap water and rice. If Santa's anything like me, Christmas foods really wreak havoc on the old digestive system. What are you going to leave, Terry?
I can't ever leave food out in my apartment because I have an excessive rat problem.
It's neat. Santa's fun.
Yes. Neat.
Yeah, it's
Fun. Good times.
good times.
Well, Christmas is a time for traditional foods and bite-sized treats, and we have a very special guest today.
That's right, Terry. He's the owner of his own holiday bakery with a very, very clever name. Season's Eatings.
That's really funny.
I know it rhymes with Season's Greetings.
Please welcome the owner of Season's Eatings, Pete Schweddy.
Hi, Pete. Welcome.
Welcome, Pete.
I like the introduction.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Now, did I pronounce your name correctly?
You sure did. Pete Schweddy.
Well, Pete, Terry and I have been looking forward to having you on the show because we know you're the master of all kinds of Christmas goodies. Tell us about them.
Well, there are lots of great treats at this time of year. Zucchini bread, fruitcake. But the thing that I most like to bring out at this time of the year are my balls.
Balls. Tell us about your balls, Pete.
Well, over at Season's Eatings, we have balls for every taste. Popcorn balls, cheese balls, rum balls, you name it.
Wow. My mouth's watering just thinking about those balls.
It's been years since I've seen any balls.
Would you like to see my balls now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whip them out.
Whip 'em, baby. Wow. You have some beautiful balls.
They're bigger than I expected.
I know a lot of people tell me that.
Look at that, Terry, the way they glisten.
That's because I make sure that each one of my balls gets plenty of oil.
I can't help but notice, Pete, your balls are a little misshapen.
That's because I rested them on a hot stove for too long.
Can I touch your balls?
Go ahead, but be careful, they're very delicate.
Wow. I can't wait to get my mouth around this ball.
Ooh, I like the way your balls smell.
Do whatever you want to them, ladies. My balls are here for your pleasure.
Wow, Pete. I have to say your balls are so tender.
Well, there's no beating my balls. They're made from a secret Schweddy family recipe. No one can resist my Schweddy balls.
Schweddy ball. Nothing like a Schweddy ball.
Schweddy balls.
Good times.
Good times. Oh, our producer, Glenn, is gesturing to us from the technician's booth, and it looks like very good. He's telling us to wrap it up.
I guess that's all the time we have today, Terry. So join us next week when our topic will be that other holiday favorite, fragrant salty nuts.
Hey, quick plug. If you order from Season's Eatings now, we can still send out a special Schweddy ball sack in time for Christmas.
Ooh, great idea. My niece would love a sack of Schweddy balls.
And now for something completely different.
Welcome to the home of Butterfingers.
Two deliciously creative words come to mind when workers describe the Butterfinger bar.
They're crispity and crunchity.
Crispity, crunchity.
Butterfinger is all about crispity, crunchity, chocolatey experience.
At the Nestle factory in Franklin Park, Illinois, they make more than 10 million Butterfingers every day.
If we lined all the bars up end to end that we make on this line alone, in 1 week we'd make enough bars to stretch from Chicago to Las Vegas, which is 1,700 miles. We make an incredible amount of Butterfinger in this factory.
I've worked here for 52 years, and I still love Butterfingers.
Butterfingers have been around since the late 1920s. Back then, a candy company went to the public for help with a name.
The Curtis Candy Company held a public contest, and the winning name was Butterfinger. At the time, it was a name that referred to an athlete, a sports player, who could not keep his hand on a ball.
All these years later, many calls come in to Nestle about the mystery orange center. Primarily, what is it?
The center of a Butterfinger candy bar is really what makes Butterfinger Butterfinger. It's rich, it's flaky, it's made with a creamy peanut butter, and from peanuts that we actually roast at the factory.
More than 100,000 pounds of peanut butter mixed in giant vats, along with another ingredient that just might surprise you.
People may not realize that one of the ingredients we use in Butterfinger is cornflakes.
You heard right, cornflakes.
As you can see, these cornflakes are much different than what you would have for breakfast at home. We add these in, they're a lot lighter in texture, and they add the depth into the peanut butter to give the crispity, crunchy texture from a Butterfinger you'd expect.
Meanwhile, in another kettle, they work on a mixture of molasses, corn syrup, sugar, and water. Then, the mix gushes through pipes to a cooking chamber below. Check this out. The hot, sugary mix pours onto a cooling wheel, then spreads out.
Bringing that temperature back down is what gives us that crystallization process. The better we manage that under certain time and temperature, this is what gives us that unique texture that we need.
Next, a ribbon of peanut butter lines the middle, and the whole thing takes on a taffy-like consistency. Then, it gently kneads and folds on a slow-moving conveyor.
The way it comes together is top secret that we cannot show today. We got to keep it under wraps.
The Butterfinger flattens and forms into long ropes, then cuts down to individual sizes. Next, the bars take a ride through a series of cooling tunnels that are a quarter-mile long.
So after the cooling tunnels, those bars are then going through a process where they go through a waterfall of coating, chocolatey coating, to give us that unique flavor that we need out of a Butterfinger.
After a good chocolatey shower, the bars cool, then march like a small army off the packaging. The entire process from start to finish takes about 1 hour.
Butterfinger is very popular, not just today, but it has been for years. People have really enjoyed the unique, one-of-a-kind taste of Butterfinger. They've shared it with their friends, with their children through the generations.